Graduands, guests, and colleagues, I am delighted to welcome you all to graduation. My name is Sharon Oakley from York Alumni Association. I have a few announcements to make before we begin so that you can relax and enjoy the ceremony. Graduands, an easy job to start with. Please check that your seat number matches the number on your ticket, because you will be called to the stage in this order. If you discover that these do not match, our team of stewards can help you locate the correct seat. At the appropriate time, you will be invited by the stewards to stand and make your way to the foot of the stairs, ready to head up the stairs and across the stage. All very straightforward. There are two key things which make for a seamless ceremony. Firstly, as soon as the person ahead of you begins to cross the stage, please make sure you make your way up the stairs. Please don't wait until they have passed across the stage before you reach the top of the stairs. Secondly, don't let excitement and pride overwhelm you so much that you forget to pick up your degree parchment after you have crossed the stage. If you do, don't worry, you will still have graduated. But please don't try to go back, because you will collide with someone coming the other way. Instead, please visit the graduation information desk in the Spring Lane building 30 minutes after the ceremony to collect your parchment. Graduands, you are asked to raise or doff your cap rather than shake hands with the Chancellor when you are called on stage. And if you are wearing a face covering today, please feel free, if you wish, to temporarily remove it whilst you are on stage. And all of you, please do pause for a moment at the spot marked X at the center of the stage for that all-important photo opportunity. At the end of the ceremony, graduates are asked to process out of the hall directed by the stewards. Family and friends, the stewards will show you to the exits once the graduates have left the hall. If the fire alarm should sound at any point, please remain in your seats. Instructions will be given and we will show you to the nearest exit. Today, our graduating students become alumni of the University of York. You will join an international community of over 140,000 York alumni in 180 countries. York Alumni Association is a vibrant and active global network offering events, services, and opportunities designed to help you make connections with other alumni around the world and to support your career development. We will be there for you every step of the way as you embark on this next chapter, and you will shortly receive an email giving details about how you can remain connected and involved. Please do follow our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out the Alumni Association webpage to keep in touch and learn more about life as a York graduate. As you get your first job or take up further study and training, please remember to keep us in touch with what you are doing. Understanding the career paths that our graduates will take help us to provide the right support to current students and help us to make sure that we provide you, our graduates, with relevant information and opportunities. Please remember to join us for your celebratory reception following the ceremony in the Exhibition Centre, where you will be able to celebrate your achievement with a glass of fizz and a selection of refreshments. Finally, can I ask that you all now please mute your mobile phones, and if you are comfortably able, would you now please stand for the academic procession?
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this graduation ceremony at the University of York. Please do be seated. And on behalf of the whole university, this is a very warm welcome to our graduating class, but also to all friends, parents, and supporters who have joined with us here on this glorious Yorkshire Day, in sunshine, in presence. But beyond these walls, those many people around the world who will be watching this ceremony being live streamed. First, an introduction. My name is Malcolm Grant. I'm the Chancellor of the university, which is a largely honorary and ceremonial role. The real hard work of running the institution is done by the Vice-Chancellor and his senior team. I just would like today to pay tribute to one member of his senior team, which is Professor Brian Fulton, who stands down now as the Dean of Sciences at the university, and by coincidence is seated beside me. So, as Chancellor, I'm entitled to make a few remarks at the beginning, although nobody has ever complained that a Chancellor's speech was too short. But what I'd like to do is just touch upon three themes. The first of them is the nature of a graduation ceremony. It's a very important part of the year of every university. And as you look at our graduating class today, and you can see how it is that we have encouraged them to wear their finest clothes in 21st century fashion, and then covered them up with grey gowns so that they can't be seen, we are following an ancient medieval tradition. These gowns come from historical roots of higher education in ecclesiastical institutions. These are monks' habits created to denote a sense of anonymity amongst the religious. And from those ecclesiastical institutions grew our universities, and today our great universities. You will observe graduation ceremonies almost anywhere in the world, and you will see the graduates dressed like this. And to me, that's not simply something that's quaint and historical. To me, it denotes the fact of continuity of universities in a rapidly changing world. That continuity of a vocation of discovery, research, and innovation, and the transmission of those discoveries and that inherited knowledge through to future generations and their future transmission. So our costumes today are not some sort of quaint custom, but symbolic of the fundamental qualities of universities. Governments may come and go, as we observe daily, but universities remain constant. Another few words about the ceremony today. It's a ceremony which has great formality in this sense, that those who are with us today as graduands, as they come across, navigate this narrow channel in front of me, by the time they reach there will be graduates of the university. So it's a formal event in that sense. But actually it's a celebration. It really is a celebration of all that you have achieved, and let nobody ever suggest that these achievements are trivial. And particularly for this year's group of graduates, having come through the dark cloud of a pandemic, this is a fantastic day. And I would encourage you all, please, to not stay on mute during the ceremony, but join us all in celebrating the achievements of these graduates. There's just one particular group that I would pick out. We have today the awards of bachelor's degrees and of master's degrees, but also of PhDs. And PhDs are the epitome of the ambition of research excellence in a university. PhD graduates, doctors of philosophy, are those who have completed at least 3 years full-time study, exploring, reducing, focusing, examining, and generating new knowledge, new understanding of their specific discipline. And they will inevitably become the leaders of academic and wider professions in the future. Enough about the ceremony. The second theme that I'd like to explore are the two disciplines that are reflected here today. We have electronic engineering and psychology. At first glance, we might say, what is the relationship between electronic engineering and psychology? I suggest it's the wrong question. What we see in universities these days is still a reflection of the division of knowledge that was worked out in the 19th century in Victorian times. Maybe electronic engineering didn't figure so highly in Victorian times, but nonetheless, universities still have these administrative divisions of knowledge. We push different disciplines into different departments because it's administratively easier to run a university in that way. But the reality is that the knowledge that is generated extends right across the whole university. I mean, just give an example recently of that pandemic. Think of all the potential university disciplines that were involved in coping with that. Right from the earliest discovery of the virus, let's point to biology, but let's point to computational science, which was able to drive the sequencing of the genome of the virus and then of each variant as it came through, and computer science, which was able then to analyze and to extract the detailed data of 2 billion base pairs per time in each human being and map the genotype against the phenotype. And the great science that went into the discovery of vaccines. I have to say, 3 years ago, we were all saying you would not have a vaccine within 4 years. It was just impossible. Nobody had ever produced a vaccine at warp speed like that. And yet that warp speed that led to that, which was a product of management, a product of investment, a product of procurement, a product of psychology, that saved, we think, at least 20 million lives. And actually, I'm sure the total would have been much higher across the world had we succeeded in the final leap, which was to get that vaccine out to all nations in the world on an equal basis. So the way in which universities superficially divide up their disciplines does not reflect two things. One, that in society we don't recognize those silos, and increasingly in universities we bring disciplines together because the most exciting discoveries are in intersections of disciplines rather than within disciplines. So I think it's informative that the University of York is about to bring electronic engineering into the same division as physics, which makes perfectly good sense. Or it could have been computer science. It could have been any of these intersecting disciplines which are so important to the future of mankind. And that brings me to my third theme, which is, well, it's you. You are the future of mankind. But I would just like to reflect on what has happened over the last years since March 2020, when some of you I know had just started here at York, some had had a year at York and others a little longer. And you went through a period in which all the certainties of higher education were turned on their head. A sudden pivoting from in-person, informal socializing between students and with faculty suddenly disappeared and had to pivot to online provision. It's been really difficult, and I think the resilience of your year here at York is a testament to the success that you have internally, the gifts that you bring to the university, and the way in which they have been expanded by your education here. So it's with a sense of celebration, but also of great relief that the shadow of the pandemic has passed, at least for the moment, that we welcome you back. We thank you so much for coming back and for bringing families and supporters with you. I declare this congregation open for the conferment of awards. Thank you very much.
Professor Stephen Smith will now present awards for the Department of Electronic Engineering.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electronic Engineering. For Research in Coverage and Capacity Enhancement using HAPS, Steve Aaron. For research in IGBT's ageing and its impacts on the EM emissions, Evan Dimmick. For research in physical layer networked coding based on Compute and Forward, Abigail Elcott. For research in MAC protocols for machine-type communication in 5G, Mamadul Hook Karfi. For research in FBMC waveforms for future wireless networks, Sumaila Mahama. For the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Management, Hugo Abraham. Chapman Cho. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic Engineering, John Bateman. Rabia Naveed. Hadley Thomas. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Music Technology Systems, Finlay Franks. William Mills. Alexander T. Andrew Thomas. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Music Technology Systems with a year in Industry, Becky Anderson. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Nanotechnology, Aaron Oka. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic and Communication Engineering with a year in Industry, James Leyland. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering, Anna Milburn. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering, Joseph Twigg. For the degree of Master in Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering with a year in Industry, Cesara Lydia Jaba. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Music Technology Systems, Christian Cotton. Thomas Ewing. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering, Russell Ampermer. William Baker. Lin Jiao Duan. William Farrow. Sito Feng. Samuel Hornsby. Luke Inzani. Isabella Langdon. Daniel Lowbridge. Shori Prasanna Mukherjee. Faisal Naeem. Gregor Purvis. Lewis Shaw. Chinlun Sun. James Usher. Jiao Gan Wong. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with a year in industry, Thomas Durant. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Business Management, Guilherme Belo. Chan Yi Shui. Namyo Tran. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Music Technology Systems, Max Beadnell. Joshua Moss. Wenti Tio. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Nanotechnology, Yuanji Sun. Li Tiong Wong. Zhenyu Shou. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Communication Engineering, Yijang Hu. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering, Ethan Abdi. Andre Bakkersmas. Vrinda Bajaj. Yulong Liu. Cameron McGregor. Irvis Mystery. Komal Oyebola. Shaimang Wu. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering with a year in the industry, Alexander Clifton. Peter Lay. George Maynard. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics, Paul Fothergill. Mason Story. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Music Technology Systems with a foundation year, Riona Oedkawa. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, James Bailiff. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electronic Engineering in Wireless Power Transmission, Colin Sokol Kuka.
Professor Tim Andrews will now present awards for the Department of Psychology.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Cognitive Neuroscience and Neuroimaging. For research in assessing the visual pathway in eye disease, Holly Brown. For research in evaluating schema effects on human behaviour, Jamie Cockcroft. For research in sleep's role in memory formation and consolidation, Anna Guttenson. For research in AMD related to AD based on atrophy and cognition, Leah Grace Kelly. For research in signal transduction in the human visual system, Martin Scott. For research in mechanisms of the other race effect in face recognition, Ao Wang. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, for research in the role of cultural learning in first impressions, Adam Eccleston. For research in a cross-cultural study of parental mentalization, Eugene Lee. For the degree of Master of Science in Psychology, Yale Abu Abu. Ella Barnes. Georgia Birkenau. Lily Boundy. Lauren Callahan. Estelle Carey. Anna Clegg. Alice Caulfield. Denisa Damien. Naomi Davis. Antonia De Freitas. Danica De La Rosa. William Duckett. Gabrielle Farmer. Laura Fawn. Shenyang Fu. Melissa Garfield. Adi Ganat. Anastasia Gordievich. Martha Gurr. Lydia Hargreaves. Katie Healy. Lauren Dawn Hill. Georgina Huckvale. Zoe King. Anna Kuchnier. Emil Kutchuk. Marco Kwok. Libby McPherson. Aaron Mann. Ella Oakley. Charlotte O'Gara. Holly Parker. Madison Perrier. Alice Renton. Emily Rice. Libby Richardson. Oliver Ritchie. Celia Roald. Ellen Roberts. Lauren Robinson. Roshan Shukla. Amelia Silvert. Megan Smith. Safina Stamford. Lauren Staniforth. Alexandra Tucker. Mia Webb. Jade Wood. Bethany Wright Paramio. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Yasmina Abbas.
Student vocal ensemble E Anonyme will now perform Don't Stop Believing by Journey, arranged by Owen Butcher.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Took the midnight train going a singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting,
Up and down the boulevard, there's shadows searching in the night. Street living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the
working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice.
just one more time.
Some will win, some will lose.
Some are born to sing the blues.
You know the movie never ends. It goes
On and on and on and living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop.
Humana Alshtiwi. Lava Aram. Ariana Angela Anyada. Abigail Baker. Akshay Balaji. Lauren Barden. Oscar Barrett. Maya Barron. Rebecca Biuli. Anya Belcher. Megan Bellamy. Sam Berry. Lydia Blakeston. Chloe Bolton. Liam Brodigan. Jake Brown. Joseph Brown. Lucinda Brown. Liberty Bryan. Jianfei Cao. Amy Carton. Ruby Castellani. Zenya Chan. Rhiannon Clark. Catherine Cleaver-Thorpe. Alice Curran. Annabelle Custard. Emma Dabbin. Lucy Darby. Maddie Day. Valasia Dodka. Kiara Dyson. Eddie Esther Edelston. Katie Entwistle Andrew. Grace Everett. Morgan Fenson. Megan Fielder. Maisie Fleming. Josephine Foster. Zara Foster. Isabel Folks. Charles Gaskell. Sonia Gatora. Sophie Gibson. Prakriti Goel. Anna Gould. Charlie Gregory. Rory Gregory. Sarah Gregson. Olivia Hales. Phoebe Hall. Emma Hallowell. Lucy Harlow. Miriam Harmons. Bailey Harrison. Ebony Harrison. Eve Hassler. William Hall. Catherine Hawkes. Jessica Hodgson. Georgia Holroyd. Molly Howarth. Zoe Howarth. Yungjin Shui. Dorocha Ivani. Lauren Jarvis. Harriet Jones. Katie Jones. Connie Kitchener. Sophie Lai. Ralph Lang. Anna Lewis. Zhu Ying Li. Glenn Lindley. Kwok Low. Sophia Luca. Derek Maho Yin. Lara Joelle Maunder. Freya McGraw. Imogen Metcalf. Emily Mitchell. Freya Mosdale. Francesca Newton. Beth Nicholson. Hannah Nemo. Amy Nolan. Lok Io. Alice O'Hagan. Atta Olkai. Theodorus Papantonopoulou. Elise Pepper. Chloe Phillips. Jake Phillips. Benjamin Prince. Stacey Proud. Tanya Ram. Neria Ramos Aguilera. Erin Robinson. Halima Shaheen. Georgina Shepherd. Benjamin Chiron. Naomi Sissons. Caitlin Smith. Maria Strani. Catherine Timlin. Sophia Travero. Yasmin Vaughan. Laura Vickers. Imogen Voicey. Sammy Warren. Megan Wayman. Tristan Whittle. Alice Wilkinson. Emily Williams. Rebecca Willis. Lavinia Wong. Ziyu Yang. Joshua Yates. Yuntao Yu. Cheng Zhang. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology with a placement year, Bridie Grace. Lauren Hart. Olivia Jones. Chloe Sutton. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Alex Carter. Anastasia Yakunina.
It is my enormous pleasure to welcome Stacey Proud, our student orator who will speak on behalf of the class of 2022. Our student orators have been invited to speak in recognition of their hard work on behalf of the student community and commitment to their studies. Our speakers have pursued the most enriching experience they could during their time at York, as well as giving back to their community. On behalf of the class of 2022, I give you Stacey Proud.
First First of all, I would like to thank you all for coming, parents, families, friends and staff, and supporting the 2022 graduates. I'm honoured to speak on behalf of us all today, and I never thought I'd be able to speak in front of this many people. My experience at York has allowed me to develop personally and professionally, going from a 14-year-old who was never even asked a question in class or raise their hand, to a 20-year-old now speaking in front of a hall of all you guys. First of all, I would like to thank the academic staff for mentoring us all and adapting to work online when it was needed in 2020 and 2021. I would also like to thank the marketing and recruitment team and the access and outreach team, as I know a lot of us graduates have worked with them while at York, and they provided us with work and they also supported us. I'm currently applying for roles in access and outreach in universities, working for them, supporting other disadvantaged students in their journey to university. As I was mentored on schemes like Pathways to STEM, summer schools, etc., which sparked my passion for diversifying university and showing people like me that higher education is possible. It can be alienating being from a working class background, or a not so well off area, or from a single parent family, or having grown up on the dole, and it can make you feel like you shouldn't be here. But at York I've met so many great people, so many understanding people and lifelong friends, an amazing boyfriend, great academic staff, and everyone who is willing to support us. Regardless of where you're from, the staff here and everyone is willing to support you and willing to help you in any challenge you may face regardless of that. I'm not finished yet. York prides itself on its diversity and equality, which can be hard to achieve, but it's definitely progressing, and I'm excited to see what's to come. And it's actively promoting its values, which is great to see as well. As a cohort, we have faced a lot of challenges out of our control, not limited to those by the pandemic, but here we are graduating, which I think shows great resilience, and we should all be proud of that fact. And we should all definitely treat ourselves after this. Thank you, staff, for organising this and the graduation and everyone involved. Thank you, parents, families, and friends for coming today and supporting us. And congratulations, graduates of 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments I will close this congregation, but before I do, I'd like to invite you to join with me in expressing some thanks and congratulations. Number one is Stacey Powell. Fantastic. It's a tough gig up here, but to be able to communicate to your fellow students like that was just superb. Congratulations. I'd also like, although they're not here any longer, but Eonomy, who performed our student a cappella choir, are just phenomenal. You just hear those voices up in the rafters of the central hall. So can we give them a round of applause? Stacey's already done this, but I'm going to break this next one down a little. It's for the staff of this university, academic and all the other staff, and just remembering that we all went through the pandemic, and many of them went through the pandemic and had friends and family who were affected by it, but they held together and they managed to keep this great university on the road and to support you. But there's a specific group today I just want to mention. Jen. You. Jen and her colleagues who have organised every one of these ceremonies meticulously. I've never known a university to have graduation ceremonies that work like clockwork, and Jen, you and your team deserve huge. So all of the staff, but the other group who have given you all the support through these difficult years have been the people at home, family, parents, grandparents, in some cases, well, not many children looking across the audience, but nonetheless, the support group who are here today and those who are also watching us online, I think we owe them a very special round of applause. So, families. This has been a wonderful ceremony, the best ever. Yeah, oh yes. And this graduating class, the best ever. Electronic engineers and psychologists and mixes between the two. But you are the people that we are going to applaud now. You are the people who have come through this period of great challenge. You've come through it with resilience, and you have the gifts and the skills and the talents and the insights to create great futures for yourselves, but also great futures for mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2022. I formally declare this congregation for the conferment of awards to be closed. Please will you stand for the retiring procession.